Don't mind the giant water slide at stop number 10 on News 25's 25 Teams in 25 Days, where Vancleave is celebrating the end of summer and the beginning of football season. Unfortunately, bad timing on the part of Mother Nature, so no video of the team actually using the aforementioned slide, but plenty of video of the Bulldogs putting in work, perhaps ready to slide up the rankings this season.
25 Teams in 25 Days. Brought to you by Champion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Mark, stick up.
Lineman going to get in there?
Oh yeah, we're talking about it. Everybody on there, but we don't want it to collapse on us.
Just as the Bulldogs eventually found their moment to hit the water slide on Team Cookout Day, albeit a couple hours later than expected, they've been seizing their moment all off season.
Kind of like old Coach Green said, you know, we're going to be like that woodpecker in that petrified forest. We're going to keep working and looking for opportunities.
Hours upon hours of hard work, culminating with Vancleave announcing its 6 dog soldiers based on weight class, those being Brady Dowdy, a two-way tie between John Peterson and Aiden Hood, Tommy Olivier, Hunter Waltman, and Ethan Davis. 5 of the 6 workaholic seniors who are a part of that first class of freshmen under fourth-year head coach Kevin Fant.
It might be a small group, but you know, your first year you come in as freshman, you got a little bond with them guys. That was the first group coming in as high school freshmen, and even though they're small, they're a tight-knit group, and they're very fun to coach.
Well, we don't want to look back and say, if we did all that during the off-season, we could have won that game, or all the little things we need to work during the summer could have got us that win and be in the playoffs. Kind of like last year.
2021 was an up and down year for the Bulldogs, who finished with an overall mark of 5-7 and 3-4 in Region 4 Class 5A. Those 4 district losses all came at the hands of playoff teams, but therein lies the problem. There was no more room for Vancleave following its 42-35 loss to rival East Central in the final week of the regular season, snapping the program's 3-year run of seeing the first round.
Oh man, we reflect on it. It hits us hard, like, oh man, we could have done this. The little things, just this one step, this one block, just get a hand on this guy, and could have really made the game.
Teams that went to the playoffs, we were right there with them, like Picayune. We were right there with Picayune, and they won the state championship, so we have the talent. We just got to put it all together.
Running behind quarterback Hunter Parker in the Pro-I offense, Peterson has big shoes to fill as the successor to Dayon Bilbo, now at MGCCC, who snapped off more than 2,600 total yards and 41 total touchdowns as a senior, including this otherworldly video game run against George County that checked in as the number 7 play on SportsCenter's top 10.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and say they'll rush it like Bilbo, because it's hard to replace a guy like that, but try to reload the next year. You can't harp on what you've lost.
Dayon was something special. He really made it easy for the offensive line. Yeah, I think it's a big shoes to fill, but I think John Peters can do it.
He was an all-around player, you know, fast, quick, shifty, catch a ball out of the backfield. So he was all what you needed. And I feel like I could fill his shoes just fine.
Overall, Vancleave returning about a dozen seniors and about a dozen starters, with the aforementioned Davis anchoring the defense. Also good to see former longtime Vancleave head coach Levon Capers back in his old stomping grounds as an assistant from Resurrection Catholic. Safe to say he would agree with Coach Fant in terms of what it's all worth.
No matter how the season falls, if we put our heart into it and go as hard as we can, then that's all that really matters.
We don't want to regret when we're long gone out, done playing the game. We want to regret not playing the game. You know, if we make a mistake, we don't want to regret that. Make sure we give it our all.
You know, I'm not getting into the mottos a whole lot, but the one thing I did tell them earlier, you know, I kind of wrote it down as, you know, pay the price. Just like I said earlier, you know, the price is high for success. You got to be willing to put in the work. But like I heard an old coach say before, you know, regret, that's a higher price. So put in the work early and build for success. Don't pay that high price of regret.
Coach Fant also stressing perfect attendance is a major point of emphasis during his offseason program. Vancleave opens up the 2022 season on August 26th at Greene County. And here's some quick picks with Coach Fant, torn between 2 go-to meal spots in Vancleave, BJ's Cafe and Georgia's Corner Market. As for his favorite play in a football game, it doesn't matter what it is, but it's the one that sets the tone. And then favorite championship moment, actually as a player, with Moss Point winning 2 of the program's 5 state championships during his time on varsity.